All right, guys, welcome back. So Cleanspark. So we have to talk about this one once again. I don't like to keep talking about same thing over and over. So if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing, or you can go back, take a look at these miners that we have talked about many times. So Cleanspark, this is another miner that reported earnings today, aftermarket close. So it looks like slight beat of the revenue, 89.2 million sales. Beats 88.6. I mean, is it a beat? It's very small. Misses EPS. Yeah, that's pretty big. Also, they delayed the 10K. So I wanted to look at the 10K report, but they're delaying. They're behind NASDAQ rules. So they probably asked for extension. I think they did file that extension, but we'll take a look at it in a bit. So in terms of the price, so this $15, $14, $14.70, this red line right here, that was the resistance, $15, and this is 200-day moving average for Cleanspark. And also, if you take a look at it, this shenanigan area of between 20 and 15, this is where a lot of supply, a lot of people traded. That's why last time I talked about this one, that I'm not interested until it gets back above $20 to go it long. The last time I traded, tried to go short, it was right here. I mean, I did close it out that day. It was pretty short dated. And then somewhere here, maybe, I don't remember. But ever since I haven't traded the stock, I don't own shares. I don't own any options for the stock. So here's what I'm watching. So to the downside, this is your support area. This is 50-day moving average. And this $11 area, maybe $13 area. First, probably $13, that's your support, and then 50-day moving average. And then this green line is your yearly opening price, $11. Below that level, it will go negative year to date. So if we just pull up the crypto, let me just quickly take a look at the crypto year to date gains for Cleanspark at the closing price of today, 30%. So year to date, 31%. Stock price, okay? But a lot of people don't understand this. So from the beginning of the year, Cleanspark had outstanding shares of at the beginning of the year 185 million, okay? This is outstanding shares. And right here, right now, as of September, 253 million outstanding shares. Well, they have added about 60 something million shares to this 185. So if you divide that 67 million or so to 185, you will come up with the dilution for your stock, right? That's about like 35% or so, right? So which means your shares lost 35% value just by dilution, okay? So that's what it means. This is the part where a lot of people don't understand. I don't want to keep talking about this one because I have talked about this one many times. It's like super straightforward, okay? And another way of looking at it, okay, so yeah, they have diluted. Year-to-date gains for the stock is 31% at the closing price again, right? So if we go pull up the market capitalization of Cleanspark for, let's say, year to date, okay? In the beginning of the year, Cleanspark had, 2 billion market capitalization. At the moment, it has 3.67. So in that case, you can do the math again yourself. You just subtract from 3.67, 2 billion, 1.67 billion, you divide it by $2. It's going to give you about, 80, let's say 80%, right? Do the math yourself again, roughly 80% up market capitalization year to date. 80% up value of this company, market capitalization. So that's how I look at it. So you're not paying for the stock right here, right now, $14. You are paying for the stock $3.7 billion. That's how I look at it, okay? If you look at Nvidia, you're not paying for Nvidia $140. You're paying for Nvidia 3 point something trillion dollars. That's how I look at it, and that has been that way for a while for me personally, because it makes it so easy, okay? And that's how you should too if you're a trader, investor, and the point is, value of the company is up 80%, but stock is 31%. So if they didn't dilute you throughout this year by 67 million, you would have the stock probably trading at around like $20, $22 levels right here, right now. So that's what it means, basically. 35% of $14, you can do the math yourself. Okay, so by market cap, it's trading, if in the beginning of the year, if it was trading, let's say at these, in the beginning of the year it was 2 billion, right now it's 2.7, 3.7, that's where it would be trading. Okay, so you would be positive 100% if they did not dilute. And if you go take a look at, these revenues are not enough to even pay the bills, okay? They will keep diluting. I have talked about this one many, many times again too. You have to read the fine print. If you don't know how to read any of these statements, I know a lot of people lazy, but if you are putting your hard-earned money into any investment, this is where you want to spend most of your time. SEC.gov, okay? You come up, enter the stock ticker symbol, and it will give you all the filings, okay? And when you go through the filings, and I'm not going to go through this, but they have said to you with a fine print. Okay, let's quickly, we have a couple minutes. Last time they reported 10K, okay, last year. We can go take a look, and let's do a little quick research here. Command F, shares outstanding. Where are you? This is a big file, okay? If you don't know how to read, again, you have to use ChatGPT. This is so easy nowadays. You just copy whatever. I know it's super legal, okay? Like there are terms that I don't even understand, and I will just copy whatever the section that I'm not understanding or I don't get it, like what they mean, what they're hiding, or what they want to say in plain English. I'll say, okay, I'll go to ChatGPT. I'll just copy that text and I'm like, deliver me like the point, what they're trying to say, and it will explain it to you if you don't know. But I would definitely, if you learn how to read 110K throughout, it's going to take some time, right? You're good for the rest of like analyzing every other stock out there, basically, because this is the rule, right? After fiscal year ends, these companies must file after a certain date their 10K report, which is an audited number by some independent auditor, okay? Now, if you don't know SMCI, that's what's going on. That's the problem, right? But the point is here, I'm not going to spend too much time. I should have pulled it up earlier, but they have put it in a fine print that they cannot borrow money with the earnings that they're making, with the revenue they're generating. They cannot get, loans from any bank. And the only way for them to keep the business running is to dilute, to issue shares, okay? I don't see this company becoming profitable anytime soon. So that's the only way. So even from this price, and it applies to any other miner too. They have no choice but to dilute you guys if you're long-term, let's say, investor in this name. But I'm waiting for this name to release the 10K, which is being delayed right now, and they have filed notification of inability to timely file 10K. Maybe it will come out in a couple of weeks, and we'll take a look at it. But so far, that's the video for CleanSpark. I don't see the stock running away from here. Again, it doesn't matter what Bitcoin is going to do, right? If you don't understand how miners in general trade, take a look at the gold miners, gold futures, actual gold futures, and how gold miners trade. You will understand. So that's the update for CleanSpark. If I want to go long, I want this stock above $20 because I know there's a lot of people holding the bag between 16 and $20 levels. I want this level. I mean, if it comes right back up to these levels anytime in the future, sure, no problem. I have no problem going long. But if I see this name cracking below and going to the downside, I have no problem going and buying some daily puts or maybe like 0 day to expire puts and just speculate on that one. But so far, yeah, these are the levels I would be watching for the stock. 13, and then 50-day moving average $12 or so at the moment. So that's the update for CleanSpark. See you in the next one. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Take care. Peace.